Hi, everybody. I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay. And we are ParoDeeJay. We are here with another exciting episode of ParoDeeJay's Port Guides. Now, we're digging deep today.
Deep.
We are going to probably one of the rarer ports that you will find on your itinerary, which is Dominica.
It's beautiful.
Yes, not to be confused with the Dominican Republic. Totally different place.
Didn't we think that's where we were going?
Well,
Dominica?
People get confused. Yeah, because we thought it was pronounced Dominica, but we talked to the locals and they said Dominica.
Dominica.
It's a little island over, I think it's near Martinique and Guadeloupe and places over like that. I want to say Guadeloupe. Anyway, and it's over there, and it's so uncharted. It's one of the least developed islands that you probably will come across. It's all rainforests.
Pretty much.
Trees and mountains.
Beautiful.
But anyway, let's start off with our first section, which is entitled Navigating the Port. Now, Dominica, there's literally, you come off the ship, there is a dock, a pier that you walk down. You come through a gate, I believe, at the end, and you're in the street. The tour buses are there waiting for you. I don't remember seeing any vendors, maybe selling tours.
They were selling like flowers made out of paper and things like that. They were there, but not a ton.
Right, but it's pretty much like you walk down the dock and you're just in the street. And there you are. You're exploring Dominica. Yeah. So super easy on the navigating the port.
Nothing difficult.
That's true. I guess we'll move on to the next section, which is called Ship Excursions. This is where we highlight a few excursions that Carnival offers for each port. The odd thing about Dominica is when I went to Carnival's site, you can go to the shore excursion section and hit Browse by Port. Dominica was not listed.
Oh.
They did not even offer it to where you could look up the shore excursions for Dominica.
Maybe they don't have any ships going there currently.
Right. I think they list them underneath your sailing when you end up on one. But they did have an article, which I will link down below, called Top 9 Things to Do in Dominica on the Carnival website, and it sounded like the list of excursions, so we'll just run through those very quickly. So those excursions included things like an adventure park in the rainforest that had ropes courses and all sorts of stuff like that. There was jeep tours through the rainforest, hot springs, snorkeling, river tubing, actually a couple of river tubing options, chocolate experience, because that's a big thing, Dominica's favorites. Now we'll get back to that in a second because we actually took that tour. And a river hike to some waterfalls. Sorry Falls. Kind of sounds like if you fall down, you'll be sorry. I did fall in Dominica, but that's a story for another time. So the only one of those that we did, the excursion through the ship, was Dominica's favorites.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? Did it make an impression on you?
It was a favorite.
What happened in Dominica?
It was beautiful. So we got on a bus, or it was like a van, actually.
It was.
With a lot of other people. I think a lot of people signed up for this tour because they had tons of vans lined up for it. But they drove us around town, basically. They showed us, like, gardens and...
which Roseau is the capital city, and they took us by the botanical gardens.
Botanical gardens and very, very hilly, mountainous roads.
Very mountainous.
Got to see all sorts of flora and fauna and the beautiful ocean, and they talked about how good the snorkeling was there, especially, I swear they said you could see whales there. I'm sure
I don't
it's the
remember
ocean,
that, but hey.
I do.
The thing I remember most about Dominica was going up those roads. They had those windy roads to get you up to the top of the mountains. But we went to Trafalgar Falls, which was the twin waterfalls, and hiked our way up there and took some pictures with the falls.
And they took us to a scenic spot, too, where you could see the ship.
True.
It was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, because you bought your turtle. It's right back there, actually. The turtle thing on our shelf came from Dominica, front and center. Hey. But yeah, we went to Trafalgar Falls. We went to the Emerald Pool, which is where I fell, but we won't talk about that. Which is, it was cool. We didn't get in the water or anything like that.
No.
But just so much rainforest action. Trees, beautiful, lush greenery.
It's gorgeous.
That's
it was
what
a
you're
nice long ride, and they told us all about the plant life that was there and what it was used for healing and things like that, and told us stories about the locals that live there. And Dominica is really known for rainbows, apparently. Some of the best rainbows, because we had a photographer on board, Mr. Radu, and he talked about how every time he goes there, there's just gorgeous rainbows as you're departing.
They cultivate rainbows in Dominica. Who knew?
It's beautiful.
Rainforest equals rainbows. Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah.
So our next section is called Navigating on Your Own.
Editor's note, it's called Exploring on Your Own. Oops.
Which is just kind of if you feel like having a day out and about on your own, what can you see and do? Not a lot happening. I mean, there's a few vendors to shop at. There's a little town. I mean, you can walk around Roseau, but there's not a whole lot that I could tell going on in Roseau. We didn't walk around that much.
No.
You could probably walk yourself over to the botanical gardens if you tried hard enough. It's probably half a mile.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you're probably going to want a tour to make the most out of your day. I mean, you really need to get involved in the rainforest stuff, the waterfalls. Dominica's all about nature.
Gorgeous.
Do you love nature?
I I do.
Shoot, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So I would say get a tour. Dominica is one of those ones where you're really going to need a plan, you know, to have a good fun day, I would say. And of course, another way that you can have that fun day if you don't want to book a ship excursion is to do an excursion through a private tour company. I Googled up a few of those that seem to have good reviews and offered some awesome things. Let me check my notes because I'm going to have to, the pronunciation.
Oh gosh.
Hang on, I'm going to do it. Now the first one actually is Wacky Rollers. Wacky Rollers I can pronounce. That's just fun. I think everything in Dominica is fun. But they offered river tubing, kayaking, jeep safaris, a lot of nature kind of stuff. The other one I found is the one I really need help with. I think it's Waitukabuli Tours. I'll put it on the screen so you can pronounce it out with me. Waitukabuli Tours. They did like city tours, snorkeling, and they had a whale and dolphin watch. So actually, you know what? You were right. They did offer a whale and dolphin watch. You smart.
I am smart.
And you can see rainbows. Whales with rainbows.
Oh, that's like a dream come true.
The last section is called Free and Frugal Fun, and this is where we like to rate a port on a scale of 1 to 10 of how much fun could you have in the port area without having to put in, you know, too much effort and really too much money, just exploring on your own. So Dominica, other than a little bit of shopping at local vendors and maybe wandering around the city and stuff like that, there's really not a lot going on. It's a beautiful island.
Gorgeous.
For nature. And
you cannot get there without going on a van because it's very far up the mountains to get to all the beauty all around you.
Yeah, so Dominica, you were great, but I'm going to have to give Dominica a 1. I mean, for the sake of doing free things and having the ability to not have to book a tour.
1. Me too.
Well, Dominica.
But that's not how we feel about you.
That's not how we feel about the port. That's how much free fun can you have in Dominica. Right. So our overall free and frugal guide for Dominica will be a 1. Great port, great nature. Just you're going to need a tour. Yeah. You know, get some people to show you around and take you to some cool stuff. So that is it for our port guide of Dominica. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep, and until next time,
rock on.
And go to Dominica.
Whoa!